Hi Taurus, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a tarot reading for your next 48 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and of course subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. Do also keep in mind this is meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you, beginning around when you're guided or drawn to this reading, not just following when I post it. But we're going to keep it simple and pull from the Energy Oracle deck to begin and see where the reading goes. Okay, I feel as if the next 48 hours, bear with me, as something just pushed me to stop. There are thoughts of financial constraints and there's a push to rest and rejuvenate in the next 48 hours for you. I do definitely get a meditation vibe from this imagery, a push to close your eyes at times and just see what you're meant to, or just breathe, right? Relax, reground oneself, center yourself. But it could definitely be in moments where you're thinking about a lack of money, or just how much money you're having to spend to make a change, or just to pay bills, or for whatever reason in your individual situation. There is thoughts of just, like I said, wanting more money, okay, or wanting to be able to afford what you need in the future. I sense that some of which drawn to this reading are packing up for a move of residence, or thinking about what you just left behind. They're saying it's going to vary from case to case. Okay, falling into my lap, you could be spiritually messed with. Yeah, I feel as if there's certain energies you're picking up on. Now, you could be dealing with certain emotions, absolutely possible, but I do feel like there's anxiety and a bit of a broken heart, depression, or negativity you're picking up on, sadness around you, or sensing in one way, shape, or form. It could be somebody you're living with, working with, in the neighborhood. I do feel as if cleansing your energy often is going to be most necessary, okay? But yeah, I do feel like there's thoughts of romance, as I saw the door to romance. Somebody may offer you to get together, or just to get back together. I need to trust your intuition, trust the guidance you're being given at this time, but obviously use your discernment, right? In the midst of all of which, wow, that was loud. Keywording. I know you heard that. Caring connections, yin and yang, cornucopia. Okay, I like this energy for the most part. I feel as if you just have a lot of positive adjustments, changes on the horizon, and it's hard to sort of be one with it at this time, even if you're preparing for it, because it feels as if things are just right before a change, or just a little bit tied up in one way, shape, or form, okay? But it just feels as if in the midst of all of which, you're gaining abundance, okay? What you put your efforts towards in the next 48 hours, that's where you gain the abundance. Ooh, a push from spirit to lose your breath at a certain point when you're speaking too much, or they're just annoyed, or you may feel as if, again, the energy in the air, it could be both of what I just mentioned. It just feels like the disgust stemming from you reminds you why you desire something new, or reminds you why something can't last in the long run, okay? You're thinking about past connections, right? Knowing intuitively, for whatever reason, Taurus, that you're gaining new connections moving forward. And I know that sounds quite obvious because we all do meet new people moving forward in general, but you just feel as if you're meant to meet new friends, potential loved one for some of which, I feel as if there's just new coworkers to be met as well. There's a level of strength you're meant to embody in the next 48 hours, regardless of what you're going through, regardless of what you have to overcome, deal with, achieve. You are feeling strong in certain ways. And I feel like it's partially your spiritual connection making you feel stronger, and other times making you feel a little bit weaker due to the messing with, or just whatever the case may be. But you're just doing well. Okay, you're just doing well. And I feel like somebody around you, or multiple people, aren't doing as well, and there's not much you can do about that besides cleanse your energy and just separate yourself when you feel it's just too heavy or just too much to deal with. But I sense that there's somebody at a distance thinking about you, if not multiple people for some of you popular Tauruses. Popularity coming into play, But don't be surprised when you think about, okay, yeah, money, absolutely. I feel like that's top of your priority, as well as change, as far as thoughts and preparation go. But secondary, I feel like connections, right? Friends that you're having to leave behind, or will, um, even love or lack thereof, which is coming to mind. Oh, I feel so annoyed, and to an extent, in your energy, but I feel as if there's just a need to balance things out. Okay, listen to us as I'm touching my ear. Listen to spirit as things come in, and your dreams. If you're a vivid dreamer or becoming one, you will dream of something of importance, even if it's one in a bajillion dreams, right? That was dramatic, but one in like all of your dreams. It could be more than one, of course. But I feel as if there's a level of strategy you're meant to implement moving forward to make sure a new beginning or the continuation of a situation is successful. Being very much drawn to that feather and the map, okay? There's a level of reminders through synchronicities, per usual for Tauruses or Taurans, through spirit or from spirit, through feathers, birds, animals in general, angel numbers. But you're being guided by your spirit guides, but by your intuition, your internal compass. It feels as if there's travel on on the horizon for you in your future. You're going to recognize that you have so much more to accomplish, and that's the beauty of it all. Okay, it could feel overwhelming at certain points moving forward, or even previous to this 48-hour period, all that you have to accomplish. But it's this realization where it's like, damn, I have so much more to experience. I got this, okay? I've got this. And it feels like there are people in your midst, or people connected to you in one way, shape, or form, even if that's just energetic, or you've seen in the recent past where they doubt you, or they doubt the success that lies ahead for you in a change, or just in your endeavors. There's victory for you, Taurus. There's a reason why this card is out here, even though you're feeling a bit tied up in the next 48 hours. Let's prepare. Let's get ready, because there's victory on the horizon. Close your eyes and we'll show you if need be. Let's continue and pull from the Gilded deck. We might use more than one. Some shuffling. When it's silent, enjoy it. When it's silent, enjoy it. Feels like you need some silence. But it feels like when you try to meditate or try to breathe, utilize certain techniques to reground oneself, that's when there isn't silence. It just reminds you why a location is not meant for you, okay? We have justice. Yeah, I do sense that things are balancing out for you in certain ways. You're meant to acquire the justice that you never had previous, or just a different kind, okay? It feels like people will rub you the wrong way, even if they don't mean to. And that is just, it is what it is, okay? You feel a bit blinded in the next 48 hours to what lies ahead, but then things just feel more clear, but not. Does that make sense? It feels like that feeling of being blinded and weighed down to an extent feels a bit released at a certain point in the next 48 hours, probably in the second half for most, even though you still are tied up to an extent. But there's going to be a point where they show me somebody being released from ropes like this, and their wings just spread. Okay, you're meant to just fly towards something new. I sense that there's also a very royal-esque way about the way you strut around your neighborhood, or around your job, or around your living situation, but also very peaceful, okay? The words that you convey, right? Whether it's through your work, whether it's through connections, you name it, or even responses, powerful. Even if it feels ultra peaceful to you, that can absolutely be paired. Power can be paired with peacefulness, right? And people forget that often, but I feel your energy will remind people otherwise. I do sense that once again, there's a new, very abundant change on the horizon for you, beginning. Putting this with the cornucopia card, talking about all the fruitfulness that lies ahead for you, all the beauty to experience, the golden touch about you is beyond amazing, is what I was just getting. It's beyond inspirational. It literally gives people goosebumps. Why are you so passionate about what you're wrapping oneself up in the next 48 hours, to the point where you do it more so than you were in the past days? Is it because you released something else? Is it because you're remembering why you love it? Or is it just because your spirituality is becoming more intense or just increasing in a lot of ways? There could be more than one reason, but I feel as if you are just an inspirational spirit. I feel the need to say that was the correct wording. As I'm drawn to the Sacred Forest Oracle deck, a golden door of opportunity is opening for you. Excuse me, it's opening for you. Even if it entails a bit of messing with spiritually or just certain ups and downs, you're going to succeed. They're just making me think about the layers of a tree and how you just have a lot of different layers to you, almost like an onion, but better put as a tree, right? The different experiences you've been through, okay? I'm now getting the message of your vibe will inspire. Your vibe will inspire. I sense that you're just thinking once again about your money, about what you're creating, developing, what you're presenting, and just what you're about to begin, okay, or make the best out of. You're just meant to succeed, and that is a message in the next 48 hours, regardless of who or what you have to deal with. People will be coming towards you with better energy than one would expect, but it doesn't really change the past or how you feel or just how you're affected. It does sense that there are certain connections where you feel they're either progressing slowly, right, evolving slowly in the direction they're meant to, or you feel as if certain connections that were very much full force in your reality, in your situation, are now slowing down, okay, or have recently. I do sense that in the moments where you were pushed to slow down physically, and even not so much mentally, but more so physically, to watch your energy levels, you think about a connection or you think about a lack of certain connections, okay? You're going to remember in the next 48 hours what you truly desire, and that is meant to be. Allow for yourself to recognize that the memories that you think about or pop back up in the next 48 hours are teaching you something about your future, okay? Are teaching you about what is meant to continuously be left, or just in general be left behind, so you can make room for what is more meant for who you're becoming, okay? Because you're transforming, you're changing. And don't forget, in moments where you feel tied up, where you feel restricted, there is so much victory for you to experience in the next 48 hours, but more so moving forward. Embrace what's meant for you, Taurus, because people are seeing you as a powerful being who's simply going places, all right? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the next 48 hours. And they're saying prepare for change. And I'll see you next time. Bye, Taurus.